Hi, my friend. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Cat Ninjas. Let's have another rocking Monday. Let's try and discuss another good and cryptic cat set and let's have some learnings from there. Welcome, welcome. So, as usual, every day in the afternoon, too, we do the LRDI sets and then at night 10. So, we are learning few things about the quant. And for now, we are learning time and work. Fair enough. So join me in and give me some confirmation on the audio, video, visuals. So I'm a little too late today. I'm a little too late. Little too late. Join me in. So meanwhile, let me also check from my end. Mhm. Yep, great. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, Vipul. Vipul has joined in. Yeah, Vipul, you are saying that, yeah, is sir late today? Yeah, I'm little late. Yeah, I'm little late. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, yes, yes. I've been little late today. Usually doesn't happen. Yes, bit late. Yeah, but once I confirm I'm there, I won't be absent. Yes. So generally won't late as well. Good afternoon, Srishti. Good afternoon, Keval. Glad to see you guys. Good afternoon, Prashant. Yeah, Debajyoti. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, Vipul, are you there? Are you there? Should I apologize to you? Or I don't know. Yeah, so sorry to keep you waiting in case, yeah, you've been waiting. Fair enough. Let's get started. So here we go. We'll get started. Before you settle down with your book, pen, paper, please settle down with the tools. So don't never sit without tools. In the sense, I don't want you to be a passive onlooker kind of, right? Something like, just I'm watching kind of. No, I want you to be participative. The sense that, okay, I want you to take your pen, work alongside me. It's a mental gym. It's a mental gym. You just don't go to a gym to watch what others are doing. You also do a little bit of it. All right, while I am trying to do something, while others are trying to do something, it's always encouraging that you hit the gym, you also kind of do something. Technically, this is nothing but a mental gym, nothing other than that. So I'm trying to help you to do the mental gym. That's been the objective here. Fair enough. So as you settle down, let me give a quick introduction. There may be new people onboarding here, so just from that perspective, let me give a quick introduction. I'm Belvi Srinivas. I've been working in the test prep industry since 2007, training students as well as training the trainers in various capacities with different organization. But all that exposure is in Bangalore to me. So that's briefly about me. And yes, for a period of time, I've also learned the skill to train the students and how we can how I can project the things so that people can understand it and kind of probably go on to remember it and apply it for a longer time. So that's been something. All right. So yes, so that you can interface me on this Telegram group as well as you go along. So that's been a little bit about that. And before we quickly settle with the topics, let me do the quick announcements. Probably you might be knowing much about this. Nevertheless, let me also touch this point. So the Unacademy offers two kinds of courses. One is the Plus, the other one is the Iconic. So under the Plus course, yes, it's a pretty much a structured course, and you will get structured weekly tests as well. In addition to the structured courses that Plus course offers, in addition to that, the Iconic course gives you more personalized attention, be it in terms of guidance, be it in terms of test analysis from your perspective, or be it in terms of study planning from your perspective. Right. So this is what we kind of do out there. Yes, plus subscriptions. So you have 6 month subscription if you're looking at CAT 21, and this is CAT 22, maybe CAT 23, all of this, right? So therefore, from that perspective, so there are multiple subscriptions that are on offer. You are encouraged to use my code, that is Belvi 100. You will get 10% discount on any of these offers. You may say that, sir, there is already a 54% discount, 60% discount. Yeah, in addition to all of this, you will also get about 10% discount on the listed price below. So yes, same way Iconic subscription, when you look at it, yes, Iconic comes with a little bit of premium pricing because there are a lot of one-to-one hours which are involved into this. So considering that, yes, Iconic subscription comes with this pricing. The discount remains same. So code is Belvi 100, but then you don't get 100% discount. I'm sorry about that, but yes, you do get about 10% discount. Coming to some of the benefits, as I told you before, it's more of one-to-one live doubt solving. So because your doubts can be pretty unique, may not be getting covered in the lecture, and you might be solving some other material which you would like to go and try to work alongside. So they yes, all right now. So therefore, already that's like a one-to-one doubt solving. Not only that, one-to-one concept discussion, because you might have certain issue with certain concepts which can be discussed one-to-one. Not only that, mentoring with respect to the schedules, the test schedules, or the preparation schedules, all that, also all such guidance, even which B schools for your profile you should apply, because there are some profiles which can be a misfit to certain B schools. All such judicious way of applications, application judgments can also be helped in the Iconic subscription. Right, yes, guys, as I keep telling you, come September, it's a big testing season. Unacademy also happens with, Unacademy also helps you with those tests. All those who are the Plus or Iconic subscription, gone for any of this, you get the tests free. So it's a package, part of a package. Two full-length tests, mock tests per CAT per week, and also three sectional tests per week. And you also get two full-length mocks for other management entrance exams per month. And all of this comes with a live video analysis of the mocks. Okay, before I get in, so I want to quickly check. There is a heavy rain at the place where I'm sitting. In Bangalore, you want to understand which place, what is this place on earth? Yeah. So it's pouring cats and dogs here. But is my audio clear despite which, because I could hear the disturbance, I mean, from the rain. It's not a disturbance, it's a pleasant sound, but then yes, but then my voice trying to get mixed up with this, I'm not sure. Is the audio clear? Can you quickly give me a confirmation that audio is clear? Because that's important for us for the lecture. Audio clear? Very good. Yeah, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. As long as it is clear, because I'm using a noise cancellation. So I mean, I activated the noise cancellation on the audio. So naturally, I'm hoping that it is better, and you're confirming. Most of you are confirming. Srishti, yeah. So that is Telegram group is something I'm working on. I've put the technical team. So by today evening, the Telegram group would be available. Srishti, I will tell you. I will tell you. I know. All it's not only you. Many of them. All it, the other day, Mohit was also trying to tell me. I think Keval was also trying to tell me. I don't remember all the names. Yeah, but there is some issue. I put it to the technical team, and they will resolve it. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's just a matter of time. By today or so, it should be resolved. Okay. Yeah. All right, welcome guys. Welcome all of you. Welcome Gulabsha. You joined in. No worries. Yeah, you are all welcome. So before we get started, let me just guide you, because if there is any new learners out here, so what we do, let's be very clear about this. That I'll give generally a 4 minutes reflection time. It's very important for me. Reflection is important, right? So because it is not that hey we don't understand any logic, at least the reading time. If not anything, what has to be done is, so I rather want you to read this first with complete attention without really any kind of disturbance. So I want you to use this, not that hey it's a reflection time, I will try to now take a book, take a pen, I will see some text before the reflection then gets over. No, because I generally don't go on to read the whole set for you. I generally read the highlights of that particular set. Therefore you read it, and you should be in a position to tell me those particular highlights. See, if it is a live class in the sense, this is live itself, what is going on now. Technically, in my lectures, if I take in a physical classroom, I generally ask one of the students to tell the highlights after reading. I'll give the same 4 minutes, and I will ask them that you tell me the highlights. And then, yes, they would have missed out 1 or 2 points. Then I will ask other persons to add the highlight. And then if something I need to let know rephrase there, I would do that. So that's how we technically used to learn. All right, therefore, everybody reads with that attention, because who is going to who is going to state those things which has been coming the statements, no one knows, right? So that's random. Even I don't know. I'll simply say that okay, you tell, kind of, right? But I don't do that here, because typing is painful, speaking is a lot more easier. So therefore I kind of avoid it, because you keep typing. It's very painful for me from this side, for you the other side. So but then yes, I'm hoping that it's the same kind of seriousness which is exhibited from the other side in the 4 minutes, right? That's a point. Okay, fair enough. Let's come to this. What you got to do, if anybody is a new learner here, you got to read the complete story. The cryptic stories I'm taking, because I'm not opening up to the longer ones. We will do that. We will make sure to do the much longer sets as we go along. So in these, while you read for three parameters, you read from the objective. What all I want you to read? Yes, read to understand. I want you to understand this. Not only the understand that, I want you to remember some of the highlights, right? Because that's called as active reading. When you read actively, you remember. In the sense, when you're listening to me actively, you also remember what I'm trying to tell. Passive listening is what? Hey, I'm not interested, kind of, right? So you may listen, you may not remember even after a while. So similarly, active reading always has the remembering part, right? Similar, just like active listening has something to remember what I'm trying to say. You remember those guidelines. Likewise, active reading has similar parameters, no difference there. Here you are listening, there you are reading. That's the only difference. Okay, yeah. Third one is read always questions, because this will tell author's expectation. It sets an expectation. It's very important. Without question, reading the story doesn't make sense, which means, so I mean, you do this, then you don't know what to organize without reading and without understanding. You got to understand, you got to remember, you got to know the expectation, then you start organizing the thoughts. Till that time, you're clueless what to organize, because you are organizing from the holistic perspective, attempting three, four questions, not one question at a time. No piecemeal there, right? Okay, fair enough. So coming to this, organize the thoughts after taking a look at the question. If it is required to revisit some of them, revisit, but now go to the statements and start organizing. Organizing, the major stumbling block is how to start. This is what I'm interested in the 4 minutes. I may not be interested in the closure, but I'm definitely interested in how do you start to organize these thoughts. Okay, yeah. Keep these guidelines in mind and let's get open to the set. Keep your book ready, keep your pen ready, wherever it is necessary, take those running notes, right? Yeah, general guidelines, as usual, I do. As usual, I do because it's important if there is somebody new out here. Fair enough. Here is the set in front of you. If some question is not visible, don't bother about it. Whatever questions are visible, try to consider them. At least 3 out of 4 questions are visible, or all 4 out of 4 can be visible. Consider this. Your 4 minutes starts now. All right, guys. Okay, it's a nice cryptic set from Cat. So let's do this together. Have you all read it? Give me a quick confirmation. Have you all read this? Okay, Keval. That's right, Keval. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Have you all read it? Have you all read it? Quickly confirm this. All of you read this? Read this at least. Then we will learn. There is still enough time. Good, good. Srishti, Vipul, Keval, Prashant, Mohit, Devajyoti. Others didn't read it. No, no, no. Hang on. Gulab Shah, why? Language error. Young language error. Okay. Three things here. Three things here. First, I want to acknowledge that Keval, your understanding is correct. Okay. That is the first question should be done last. It is correct. Even if it is not done, there is no problem. Those who are good with permutation, PNC will do it. If you are not good with PNC, you should not waste your time. Number one. There is somebody by name Srinivas Ayush. Are you there? So because you asked something about the plus, can I take it at the end of the lecture? Because let's do this lecture. If you are there towards the end, we will speak about that at the end of the lecture. Will that make sense? Mr. Srinivas Ayush, you share a part of my name as well. Part of my name is also Srinivas, but I'm generally called as Belvi, doesn't matter. So should I call you Srinivas Ayush? I don't know. If you are there, can we do it at the end of the lecture? Say somewhere about 3ish, around 3 o'clock. Right, let's go with the thought process and then we will do it somewhere about 3ish. I will tell you what are the advantages, how it works. Okay, yeah. So we'll do that so that like I don't have to break and do that council part and then come again. Right, rather I will do it towards the end. Very good, fair enough. So Gulab Shah again, language error. So now look at this already. Now it's in the bracket. Now this is the cat question as it is. Now don't ask me why they worded like this, etc. Continue the sentence. What is that he is talking about? Alright, Gulab Shah, you are asking about the first sentence here. The companies are denoted by letters A to G for the placement week, but not necessarily in that order, right? Now they have been slotted in the placement week. It is not that company A is slotted first, B is slotted next, C is slotted next, D. It is talking about that. So what is this? This is just trying to clarify that a week, because beginning of a week for somebody can be different, right? So beginning of a week for some people is Sunday. Beginning of a week for some people can be Monday. In some countries, the beginning of a week can be Friday. In some countries, it could be Saturday. Therefore, who is writing this cat test? We don't know. So therefore, considering that, he only clarified the week starts on a Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week, according to him. That's it. Otherwise, it's very clear what he's trying to say is that red line, right? Companies are denoted by letters of the alphabet A to G for the placement week, but not necessarily in that order. It is referring to A to G not being in the order. Otherwise, somebody may say that day 1A, day 2B, day 2C kind of. Okay, right. Yeah. See, I say just get into the habits of reading everything in English, because the whole cat paper is in English, trust me. And most of the documents, entire B school life is in English, guys. All right, now to be honest, entire life is B school life, 700 days. You read complete English there. All documents are in English, and you should be reading at a speed of somewhere about 300 to 400 words per minute. This is the expected speeding read if you are getting into a top-notch B school. You can't say that no man, I'm reading at 125, 130 words per minute. You must be kidding, right? The kids in class 2, class 3 read at the speed of 300 words per minute, but their articles, their school articles, the kids in the class 2, class 3 generally read at 300, 400 words per minute. Grown-ups, our kind of articles we should be able to read. That is the expectation from a top B school, championship kind of schools like ABC, LK, whatever, right? That's the expectation. Maybe the moment you go to Narsing Monji, the expectation can be low. It can be about 250 words per minute or 200 words per minute. Expectation comes low based on the B school that you join. My point is, hey, you can't make such interpretation errors. I'm not targeting Gulab Shah or anybody. In general, I'm telling, after reading this statement, some autocorrection should happen, or we cannot afford to make such interpretation errors at all. All right, that shows probably not adequate skills in reading. That's it. Okay, I'm not trying to target anyone. Don't think that. I'm just trying to give a feedback that hey, we need to up our bar of reading skills. We need to up that ante. There is no choice in the matter. Fair enough. Now let's come to the questions. Let's see this. All right. Now having said that, let me start arranging this particular data. Let me create some space to arrange this data and take you through the questions once I do that. All right. So let me create some space. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. Okay, so it is given. So one piece of information, the storyline is clear. So one piece of information is also coming here. The placement schedule has to be made in such a way that this is one piece of information worth remembering. Green line, I'm underlining. The placement schedule has to be made in such a way that the companies under the same category, because when you go to a B school, all right, now all types of companies come in, right? IT companies come in for a placement. Maybe what role doesn't matter, right? Maybe all right, now IT companies do come in, companies under manufacturing come in, the companies under the companies under finance would be coming in, sales and marketing would be coming in, consulting would be coming in. So they classify it, but they are saying that a companies under one particular category, you got to schedule them back to back, right? We don't want to break them. If the companies of marketing, sales and marketing are coming, we need to slot them back to back, and then fintech companies will slot them back to back, then edtech companies will slot them back to back, right? Likewise, consulting will schedule it back to back, something like that. That's a decision the committee is trying to take. Fair enough. That is one piece of information that I got to keep it in mind. Fair enough. All solid. Let's go to the first statement. Only four statements. Such a beautiful cryptic puzzle here. Only four statements. But look at the questions. Why I asked you to take a look at that particular question. Very simple. This is what CAT does. They will never give us an arrangement. You fully arrange it, man, and get it done. No, that's not the nature of CAT. Unless it's a big puzzle, 10 lines they will give. In that case, they will give 10 condition. You want to arrange 10 condition. I will measure your depth and focus, attention, how well you can attentive, and how much information you can hold in your mind, how much you can mix them together and project it. Then I will give 10 statements. If I give a cryptic puzzle, all I do is this: ifs and buts. If A, which means what? Hey, you can't arrange these four sentences. If D, okay, all right, now if E, now look at this. Totally how many arrangement? Look at the numbers. They are into 30s and 50s and 60s and 70s. Those many schedules can be made based on these four pieces of information, not one schedule or two schedules saying that, hey, two cases I have, two schedules are done, I'm done. No, CAT doesn't look like that. If they give it a cryptic, they ensure that they will trouble your mind sufficiently. No, they want to give one or two case kind of things. Then they will give 10 statements so that they will understand that what is your retention power. See, because at the idea of that, each set is what? I am A, B, C are checking that each set will test some skill in you. It's not any waste of time or something there. One set will be there, which will be a sitter, because they have to engage these 2 lakhs people who are taking the test. In each set, in each section, one set will be there. That is an engagement strategy. Otherwise, they'll be wasting their time for 40 minutes. Somewhere I should engage, they will engage, right? So that's one. So engagement one, I'm not talking about, right? Engagement one are pretty basic, not a worry there. Fair enough. Let's come to this. That's why I say that, hey, read the set, it'll understand. The moment you look at these numbers, you'll understand, hey, I should not bother too much about arranging the stuff. Get the framework, which means get the structure. Once you get the structure, try and work with this particular structure along with the questions, right? Good. Okay, now with that understanding, let's unleash into the set. Okay, first one. Company D being a consulting company, okay, it cannot be scheduled on the 6th day of the week. Okay, if I write it like this, day one being Sunday. If you want, all right, we can write that as well. Day one is Sunday. Okay, two is Monday. Okay, let me quickly write it. That may give a clarity. Saturday. Right, say, okay, these are the 7 days in that order for them. Okay, now first point he's trying to say is the company D being a consulting company, it cannot be scheduled on the 6th day of the week. Fine, I will write a D and I'll put a cross, which means D cannot be scheduled on that particular day. Fair enough. Company B and F are scheduled on consecutive days, not necessarily in the order. So when I read only this statement, I will not even get to know that whether they are in the same company, same firm, because they are also given that 3 companies belong to one firm, 2 belongs to another firm, another 2 belongs to another firm. They may be consecutive, but B can be one or B can be a sales based company, D can be an IF, can be IT based company, but they can be back to back as well, because somewhere the sales has to end, the IT has to begin, right? So therefore we don't know at this point in time. We should not conclude anything, nothing wrong. But then since we read everything, but by that time we will conclude before we come and write it. So before we come and drop something on the paper, we'd have a complete picture there, because the same B and F are coming here. The company C, I'm reading the fourth statement, company C, which belongs to the same category as B and F. Now we know that CBF, this 3 is referring to C, B and F. There is a 3 here. There is a 3 here. What is this 3 referring to? This is C, B and F. This is one set of companies. So I don't know which category they belong to, but that's a category. Okay, CBF has is referring to what? C, right? Yeah. C has to be scheduled on the 3rd day of the week. Fair enough. One parameter is very clear. C is scheduled on Tuesday, 3rd day of the week. That's very clear there. Okay, now let's go to one statement which is in between, which is that statement number 3. The company E can be scheduled on any day of the week except Sunday. All right. So except Saturday. Right, company E can be scheduled any day of the week except Saturday. All right. So these are the 3 parameters. That is it. Other than this, nothing we have. In addition to that, we know another important parameter. Company D is a consulting firm. Right? That probably you might have to either keep it in your mind or keep it on the paper, but never take this off your mind. That's important there. Fair enough. That's it. Done. Over. So there are a lot of jokers. There are a lot of jokers. Hey, who are all the jokers here? A is a joker. Right? At least take stock in your mind who is a joker. B is at least there. B, C is there. All right, now D is there. D, all right, now D something we know about it. Right? E, nothing we know about it. We don't know which form, whatever it is. All right, F is at least here. G is a joker. There are three jokers here, which means you can fit these fellows wherever you want. Okay, is it important to write down the joker or something? No. Is it clear that in my mind I'm clear that okay, there are a lot of jokers here and number of cases are because of these jokers that we should know. Jokers means they fit anywhere. They fit anywhere. They're flexible. Okay, joker may be a wrong word. Sometimes people understand it wrong sense. Flexible is the right word. They're much more flexible, right? They're much more flexible. So that's the point I'm trying to make. Some people are kind of very adaptable, flexible, kind of these solid now these companies solid we don't know the names but they are flexible. I can schedule it wherever it is. Fair enough. Let's now come to this. Question 3 is the easiest one. So I could see that already those who are following me, you started identifying. Calibration has already started. Very good. I'm enjoying this, right? So because that's very encouraging to me, right? Calibration in the from the first lecture I was talking about start calibrating guys. Right now Kevala started calibrating, Mohit has started calibrating, Srishti started calibrating. Very good. In between, Gulab Shah also calibrated it. I mean, in fact, I see that Keval calibrating even when this slide was on, right? This slide was on, he attempted the third question first. Very good. So, because that's a calibration, we should know that we always do easy question first, not the difficult, not the first question first. It is never about the first thing first. It's always about the easy thing first when it comes to exam. Very good. So, let's come back to this. Let's do the third one only. That's why I kept that in that particular order, just to build that understanding in you. Let's take a look at the third question. If A is scheduled on Wednesday, very good. So now let me come to this. A, I'm doing this particular case. Okay, there is another important point there. So what is this? B and F are scheduled on consecutively. B and F are scheduled consecutively. Now look, if this was my framework, even before I go to question 3, let me finish the second question clearly. B and F are scheduled on consecutive days, only two gaps, right? Only two gaps. And why two gaps? Because C is already fixed. B and F belong to the same category and they should be back to back. That's what the second statement says, right? Yeah. So therefore, case 1, B and F should be here. That the B and F should be here, but you can interchange them. You can interchange them because B first or F first in the sense. Should I write F here or B here? I don't know. I'm circling them. But B and F can be done on Monday, Tuesday, or if C is here, B and F can be done on Wednesday, Thursday. There is no other choice because C, B, F should be back to back, back to back. They should be consecutive, either this case or this case. So I understand that, okay, there are two cases. So either B and F should be done on Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday kind of, or B and F should be slotted on Wednesday, Thursday kind of. That much will also be clear. Now, what I call this is called as the framework. Nothing beyond this can be judged out of this particular information. This is all the framework which can be judged, right? Yeah. Now, with this judgment, I need to answer all the questions. All right. Let's now take a look at one question at a time. Let's take a look at one question at a time. If A is scheduled on Wednesday, if A is scheduled on Wednesday, I need to come on this particular side. So now there are two sides. Let me call this as case 1. This side when I write, I will call it as case 1. This side when I write, I'll call it as case 2. Case 2 means structure, framework 2. I'm talking about the framework 2. All right, let me talk about the framework 2. So because he's saying A is scheduled on Wednesday, because this side Wednesday either B or F is already going to come. Therefore, that will not help me. So A is scheduled here. This side I'm writing purple color. A is scheduled on Wednesday. Which of the following has to be true? That is must be true. Whenever you want to do these kind of questions, try to prove it wrong. Which of the following has to be true? What you do with each statement is try to prove it wrong. If you fail to prove it wrong, then it is must, then it becomes necessary. Try to prove it wrong. Let's see this. Can I try to prove this wrong? F has to be scheduled on Thursday. Author is saying that man already F has to be scheduled on Thursday. It's already wrong because F can be scheduled on Monday according to case 2. Because I said that we have to look at case 2 because A has been slotted here. F has to be scheduled on Thursday. Why? F can be scheduled on Monday. So I proved it wrong. Okay, second one. G has to be scheduled either on Friday or Saturday. Now author is saying that G should be scheduled on either Friday or Saturday. I will tell the author that G I will schedule on Thursday. Why it should be scheduled on Friday or Saturday? I will schedule G here. If I schedule G here, E I can schedule here, D I can schedule here, D and D I can interchange because D cannot come on Friday. I will say that okay, D you do it on Saturday. E cannot come here. I will write E. Did I get that schedule? Yes. Therefore, B is not necessarily true. B may be true. B is not necessarily true. Fair enough. So B we proved it wrong. E has to be scheduled on either Thursday or Friday. E has to be scheduled on either Thursday or Friday, or either Thursday or Friday. Now look at the C part here. E has to be scheduled on either Thursday or this slot is full, this slot is full, this slot is full, this slot is full. Now E cannot come on Saturday. Now naturally E has to be scheduled on either Thursday or Friday. Now I'm not able to prove it wrong here. Therefore, C, I failed to prove it wrong. Therefore, I would accept that C is the correct answer, right? So that's what we discussed in one of the lectures as well. Whenever somebody asks you prove it whether it is necessarily true, the best way to handle this is try to prove it wrong. When you fail to prove it wrong, it becomes necessarily true. Simple, all right? That is the way you can handle this. Fair enough. I'm hoping that everybody understood the first one, right? Contra thought. Exactly opposite thought is question number two. If that is the case, why don't you guys handle the question number two? All right, now I built the set. Understanding is clear now. Now you handle the question number two for a while. Handle it with the same thought process. 1 minute. Within 1 minute, you should be handle question number two because framework is right in front of you. Framework is right in front of you. Except question number one. Now no other question is difficult. Except question number one. If anybody wants to keep trying question number one. If you have done your PNC lecture, you should be able to do question number one because you would have done much difficult questions in PNC. This is nothing. This is nothing. Background required for question number one is PNC. Along with whatever the framework you got, you need to understand something about PNC, permutation basics, class 9, class 10. That's right, Christy. That is the right thought process. You are right. That's right. What you said is right. Contra thought, exactly opposite you do. That's a easier way to conquer. Absolutely. Okay. But Keval, have you attended any lectures somewhere other than school? Doesn't matter. If you have not done in school, have you at least studied anywhere else? Because it's very important, right? Because your entire management is about probability. You launch products, you will find about probability of success, right? So probability is a function of PNC. For a management, PNC is very, very important. There is no choice in the matter. Anybody wants to be in the management, you have to be good with counting and you have to be good with probability, right? Yeah. So again, probability, the nuts and bolts for probability is what? PNC. Probability has its own theory, but the input to probability is PNC. Counting has to be clear because all you talk more often in your life is what? Success, right? Probability of success, right? You launch something, you do something, you undertake a project, you always talk about probability of the success there. That's the whole thing there, right? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Keval, then you prioritize. You first learn PNC. You first learn PNC. It is important. Yeah, I will also take a PNC, but you know how I do it. I take most impactful topics there and I do it, right? I may not be really talking the basic kind of stuff that I will do for CAT 22, right? I guess you are preparing for CAT 21. Just try and take any of the previous lectures anywhere, build that basic quickly because it's very, very important. It's important because in logic also PNC comes. If you think that PNC, I don't, in numbers also PNC comes. In numbers chapter, when you're doing how many factors, all right, how many ways you can write a given number as a product of two factors, how many ways you can write a given number as a product of three factors. If you don't know PNC, how do you do that? Product of two factors, some faculty will give you the formula. Product of three factors, nobody gives you the formula. Nobody gives you the formula, right? Product of three factors, you should know your PNC because product of two factors from the PNC, they will give you some standard formula. The moment I say that, tell me the write the given number as a product of three factors. Once it came in CAT, no formula for it. There is no formula for it. There is no formula. You can, but then like it depends on the components. For that, what? Somebody knows PNC done. Somebody knows PNC done, right? Yeah. So that's a point there. So even in the numbers, when you're doing it, hey, what is the sum of the factors of the given number? Nothing but what? Progressions. Nothing but that, nothing but the geometric progression, some of the GP we are talking about. So therefore, even if you are doing one part of it, the other parts will come in there. So I need to know the basics. There is less choice in the matter. Fair enough. Anyway, I gave what I have to tell. So you well understood. Yeah, do that first. Do that first because whole of your management is probability study. I mean, not saying that that is what you do. That's undercurrent. Without probability, it doesn't make sense. Management doesn't make sense. Okay, coming to this, as I told you, if D is scheduled on Monday, which case I need to consider if D is scheduled on Monday? Case one. Approach case one, because case two, either B or F will be scheduled on Monday. Therefore, approach case one. If D is scheduled on Monday, fair enough. Okay, D is scheduled on Monday. Now I don't have a problem with Friday because Friday was D. I don't have a problem with this. I still have a problem with E. Right? E cannot be scheduled on this. D, I don't have a problem because D should not come on a Friday. Anyway, it is coming on Sunday. Therefore, do I have a problem with D? I have absolutely no problem with D. Okay, coming to this. D is scheduled on Monday. Which of the following options is definitely false? Definitely false means you try to prove it in one way, try to prove it correct, right? So it's saying false. Try to prove it right. Try to prove it correct at least in one possible way. The moment you fail that, okay, I have no way to prove it right, that is when it becomes false. Correct? Yeah. Let me say A and D are finance companies, which means A and D should be coming back to back. Is there a choice that A and D can come back to back? Yeah, choice is there. E can come here and A can come here, because if these are two companies, finance companies, means what is it trying to say? He's trying to say that they should be slotted back to back. Fair enough. Can I slot it? Yeah, E should not come here. But what stops from E writing on Friday against Friday? I can write. So therefore E and A I can put it here, which means I proved this correct. Therefore that can't be my answer. I proved that right. Okay, second one. C is always scheduled before B. He's saying that the C should be always scheduled before B. That is always true. That's always true. C is always scheduled, but he's asking that tell me the false man, don't tell me the truth. That is anyway true, pretty evident. All right, now therefore B cannot be my answer because I'm looking for the wrong one. I'm not looking for the right one. I'm looking for the wrong one. Okay, see, the maximum number of days between the schedules of E and F is 3. That's what C is trying to say. Look, the maximum number of days is 3. Maximum is 3. Prove it wrong. If maximum is 3 means what? Try to prove that maximum is 2, or try to prove that maximum is 4. Something like that. It can be 4 also, 5 also, 6 also, whatever. Try to prove that maximum is not 3. It is any other number other than 3. All right, maximum is not 3. It is any number other than 3. Okay. So which is that between E and F? Try to prove that it's something larger number there. Fair enough. So where can I, between E and F, is saying the maximum number of days between the schedules of E and F has to be 3. All right. Let's see. All right. Now, will it be 3? Will it be less than 3? What is going to happen? Let's try and understand this. All right. Let's try and prove this. Anything other than this. So where is F here? All right. F can be here. Where can be E there? What is the best position that you can put E there? I can put the best position as E there. Let's say. All right, I can put that's the best position I can. The maximum. I'm talking about the maximum. Maximum number of days in between the schedules of E and F. Sorry, guys. D is Monday. All right. Yeah, D is Monday. Sorry. I wrote on Sunday, right? Okay. Anyway, so far the problem was not affected. D was on Monday. I should write against Monday. D should be written against Monday. I just put it up one side up there. Yeah. Okay. Coming to this. So then where can I put this E here? I can put the E here. Listen, I can put the E here. If I put the E here, maximum gap, I can put the F here. Maximum means F you pull down here. Anyway, it is here, the down, because I can't go below this. E, the best position I can pull for E is on the top, right on the top, that is on Sunday. How many days? 1 day. From here till your second day, from here till your third day, from here till your fourth day. The maximum number of days between the schedules of E and F is 4 days, because already therefore this is also wrong. Maximum days is 4 days. Now you may say that, sir, from here till here it is 1 day, man. If E is done on 1 day, D is done on the next day, it is called as the next day, means 1 day gap. You can't say that 0 day gap between them. 0 day gap means same day. 1 day gap means from here till here there is a 1 day gap, right? I did work today and you did work tomorrow. You are going to finish the work tomorrow, which means there is a gap of 1 day between the completion of work between both of us. From here till here there is a second day gap. From here till here, third day gap. From here till here there is a fourth day gap. Therefore, C is also wrong. In the exam, I don't have to verify D. Therefore, D would be automatically correct. If you want me to prove, I will prove it, but it is not required. All it is not required. In the exam perspective, you already disproved 3 of them. Therefore, you don't have to disprove the fourth one. You will accept it. Just in case I want to do it here, I will show it to you. The number of schedules when A is, oh, this is anyway large. You already know the answers. Yeah, answers are so huge. Actually, that's not required. Anyway, that when I'll do A, when I'll do the question one, then we will speak about it. We will do question one, then we will speak about it. Till that time, we will keep it in abeyance. We'll just keep it as a secret, because that will influence your question one. I don't want you to influence your thought as of now. Let's leave it aside there. So by now we proved the first 3 wrong. Therefore, the last one is correct. Okay. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Anybody, any doubt here in this question? Anybody, any doubt? If you are getting any doubt, let me know. Yeah. All good? Okay. Okay. Take the same arrangement. Take the same arrangement. Quickly answer question 4. Quickly answer question 4. Quickly answer question 4. Debajyoti, don't give the explanations. It will simply influence others' mind. Don't give the explanation. You can just put that answer there. If you are getting some answer, you put there. I will be able to understand what you are trying to think. Explanations not required. Okay. So you will also take unnecessarily more time to write that explanation. Okay. Avoid explanations. That would be win-win situation for all of us. I mean, for other learners as well. Right? Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the problem statement. Quickly, which statement you want to read? Read. And all the highlights are here. The problem statement highlights are here. Right? All problem statement highlights are in the box. That is it. And two framework is also in front of you. Now, what's the answer to question 4? Hmm. Why so long? You should have done by now. Okay, answer choices you wanted, right? Should I pull this up? Hmm. Good, good, good. Yeah, good. Very good. All right. Yeah, your answers are pretty encouraging. That's good. That's good. Yes, your choices are correct. Your choices are right. C is the right choice. You're right. Hmm. Right. Okay. If E is an IT company, D we already know D is a consulting company. D is a consulting company. E is an IT company, right? D is a consulting company. Therefore, D is a consulting company. The schedules and D is scheduled on Saturday. That is fixed, right? So therefore, D is coming here in this place. D is coming on Saturday, seventh day. That is Saturday is D. Which of the following schedules are possible? We also know that. Okay, what are the conditions we know? We know that CBF should be together in any order. In any order, the C, but C should come on the third day. C should come on the third day. C is 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 on the third day. D should be on the seventh day. All of them are right, which means that is frozen. Now, along with C, B and F should be there. Along with C, B and F are there here, right? B and F are there on this side. B and F are there on this side. B and F are there on this side. This statement, absolutely no problem. Fair enough. All right, that is taken care. All right, yeah. Coming to this, then we also know that E is an IT company and D is a consulting company, and there are at least two consulting companies because author has given that breakup 322, 322. There is no one consulting company. There are two consulting companies minimum, right? So therefore, you say that the fourth statement, E and D are together, goes wrong, right? No, so E and D are together. So because E is an IT company, D is already now D is scheduled on Saturday. D is scheduled on Saturday, and E is an IT company. E and D cannot be together. Therefore, the fourth statement goes wrong. Therefore, the fourth statement goes wrong. Hello, guys. Is it possible? Are you getting this? What I'm trying to say? Because E and D, because there are minimum two consulting firms. E is an IT company and D is a consulting company. Therefore, you say that the statement 4 goes wrong. Quickly look from the condition perspective, goes wrong. If fourth statement goes wrong, this answer is wrong, this answer is wrong, this answer is wrong. Therefore, C is the only possibility. Fair enough, made sense, clear? You check with the conditions. Check with the conditions quickly. Don't try to run sentence by sentence. Try to check with the conditions or the conditions in place, because there are some jokers. Don't worry about the jokers. Where joker is coming, how does it matter to you? Check who have the limitations. Somebody is putting a restriction, worry about that person, right? You got to worry about that person, because say, for example, you invited for a party. You know that some people have a limitation on some kind of food. All right, some people have a limitation. Worry about them. Those people who do not have a limitation, don't worry. They will anyway enjoy, because everything is fine for them. The people who have a limitation, you need to place special attention. What are the limitations? CBF is a limitation. All right, now this day, all right, now here, the CBF is a limitation. Okay, D is a consulting. That's a limitation. Now worry about them. What about these jokers, AEG? Why do you worry? And along with this, E is a consulting company. Worry. Three limitation. Limitation number one, limitation number two, limitation number three. All right, limitation number three. Check only with these three limitations. That's how the idea should be. Otherwise, what you do, hey man, I will take the full statement. I will check whether this fits in. I'll check whether this fits in. No, just go there, check the limitation. Something will be visible. Close the deal. That's it. Okay, the word is limitation. Always approach the limitation. You don't have to worry about the jokers or the flexible ones. You don't have to worry about the flexible ones. You just have to worry about the limitations. The limitations are taken care of. Is this clear? The word limitation is clear, because a lot of people don't check from that limitation factor. They will check for jokers also. Jokers don't check. Don't check the jokers. They fit in anywhere. They are flexible. Jokers are flexible. You be careful about the constraints, the one which are limiting. Be call it, you be careful about constraints. Is this clear? The word constraint or the limitation is clear. What to check in such exhaustive questions? Clear? Right? You need to check only for the constraints or the limiting words, limiting parameters. Yeah, good, very good. That brings us to the last question, which many may leave in the exam, right? In this kind of exams, many may leave because of the lack of understanding of the PNC, basically, because after all understanding this, you still have to understand something about PNC before you do this kind of question. Okay, let me take the case one. Let me explain case two. It's easy to explain. Let me explain the last question from the perspective of case two. Let me explain it from the perspective of case two. Okay, so all I know in the case two is what? All right, when I go to case two, all right, yeah, when I go to case two, what all I know? B and F will take the first and the second day. B and F will take the day one and day two. They will take the honors of day one and day two. Day three is fixed. I don't have a choice. Now the jokers are all the remaining. Fourth day, no control. Fifth day, no control. Sixth day, no control. D cannot come, but anybody else can come. E cannot come, but anybody else can come. Fair enough. Okay. Now, so technically, I have these 4 days. I have these 4 days. This is my seventh day. I will call this as Saturday. Say this is Friday. So this is my Thursday and this is my Wednesday. Listen carefully. I'm talking about this. I'm taking case two to explain this to you. Permutation. I'm technically explaining PNC. Those who know the PNC, they know the answer. No big deal about it. I'm just explaining concept of fundamental principle of counting. PNC is what I'm explaining. But there are two cases. Hey, what are the two cases here? We know that on Saturday, E should not come. On Saturday, E should not come, and on Friday, D should not come. Let me take case one. What is my case one? D comes on Saturday. Case one, D comes on Saturday. D comes on Saturday. So case two, D does not come on Saturday. That's it. Because while making, otherwise I will end up making too many cases in my mind. If I don't want to make too many cases in my mind, I again need to get a framework, right? In PNC also for counting, you have a framework, you have a reference. If you don't take that reference, you'll be confused. So many countings will be there. How should I start? Where should I start? Again, in PNC, you will take a reference and count. What I'm taking as a reference, Saturday I'm taking as a reference. Saturday is my reference. Second reference, if it is required, I will take Friday. Time being, Saturday is my reference. Fair enough. Saturday is my reference. I took Saturday as my reference. Who is solid now? Who or which company is coming on Saturday? D. You may wonder, sir, why D between all of this? Because D is another fellow who has the restriction. So if somebody has a restriction, why not? I told you, always think from the limitation point of view. Therefore, I said that to complete that limitation, let the company D come on Saturday. Okay. What about Friday? Any three companies will come. What do you mean by any three companies? Which are the companies there? A is a joker. We have the jokers here, right? A is a joker. G is a joker. Now E is also a joker because E should not come on Saturday because already D is coming on Saturday. Any of the three, which means you want Friday, you want A to come, let him come. G to come, let him come. E to come, let him come. I absolutely have no problem. Therefore, this is three. Any other two companies, any other one company. Because Saturday is coming. Fair enough, which means you have six cases. Between Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, you have six cases. Three into two into one. Okay, that's one. Second one, case two. D is not coming on Saturday. D is not coming on Saturday. Okay, we also know that E also cannot come on Saturday. E also cannot come on Saturday. That author already said. Now you are saying that in my second case, D also won't come on Saturday. Fair enough. If D is also not coming, any of the remaining two companies will come. Okay, which are those two companies? A will come or G will come. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Now coming to Friday. So who can come on Friday? Except D, anybody can come on Friday. Okay, what do you mean by except D, anybody can come on Friday? Between A and G, one fellow has already come here. Please remember that. All right, now D and D are not coming here. You said that on Saturday any of the two people will come. Any of the two people means which two people you are talking about? Either A or G, correct? So which means dummy. Let me just write A. A has already come. Assume that A is gone. You may say that G also has come, correct? That's why I wrote two, man. I don't know whether A comes or G comes. I don't know. That's why I wrote two. For a dummy, from your perspective, I'm just saying that A came and sat there. Fair enough. The company A is sitting there. Now coming to the second part, therefore now look here, D cannot come in this place Friday because author has already said that D cannot come there. Okay, if D cannot come, then who can come? Either G can come or E can come. Any of the two you can write. Fair enough, two ways. Therefore this also can be done in two ways. Okay, so now who has sat there? Anybody? Assume that G has come there. What now? Who are the two people left? E and D are left. E and D are left. Any of the remaining two? Any of the remaining one. So that is what you do there. It's a counting. This is the business of counting. First, in counting, you need a reference. Please remember, you need a clear reference in your mind. Otherwise, you don't know what you are trying to count. So therefore, I said that, hey, Saturday I'm taking as the reference. You may say that, sir, I will take Friday as the reference. I have absolutely no problem. I have a problem if you take Wednesday as the reference. I'll have a problem because I told you, hey, who is putting the limitation? Pay special attention to them. Not only here, in life also. In life also. Anybody that deserves a special attention, having certain limitation, should reserve that particular attention. Same thing out here. Either take Friday as the reference. You may ask this question, sir, why Saturday as the reference? I will give the choice. If you don't want Saturday as the reference, take Friday as the reference. If you think that no, I will take Wednesday or Thursday as the reference, you are doing a blunder. Then you don't know about counting. There is some problem with your counting. The moment there are limitations, you don't know how to count. That is my conclusion, right? Yeah. So anybody taking Friday as Saturday as the reference should not have a problem with respect to counting this. Once you take Friday or Saturday as the reference, in my case, let me explain. I took Friday as the reference. Then I took my second reference. What was my second reference? Hey, again, D and E had the problem. We know that E cannot come on Saturday. Then say that whether D comes there or D does not come there. Make two cases. Framework. Either D comes here or D also does not come here, because there cannot be a third case here, because you take D as the reference. Either D comes or D does not come. What is the third case? Third case does not exist. Therefore, within two cases, you will get your answers. Now, coming to this. Therefore, you say that, man, from Wednesday to Saturday, how many arrangements are possible? According to case 1, 6 arrangements are possible. This is 2 into 2 into 2. According to case 2, 8 arrangements are possible. Case 1 or case 2. It is not case 1 and case 2. Therefore, you add these two cases. Total number of cases. 6 plus 8. 14 ways. Right? Wednesday to Saturday schedule can be produced in 14 ways. Fair enough. Hey, what about Thursday, man? What about Tuesday? One way. Hey, why one way? Because C has to come there one way. All right. Hey, what about Monday and Tuesday? Monday and Tuesday can be done in two ways. Why two ways? Because I'm not fixing B here. B and F can interchange among themselves. Therefore, two ways. Therefore, according to case 2, how many ways? 2 into 1 into 14, which means there are 28 ways in case 2. Under case 2, there are 28 ways. Give me a quick affirmation that you understood counting. I actually taught PNC. I actually taught a little bit of PNC. PNC at the level 2, I taught constraints, right? Level 1 is without constraint or minor constraint. I talk with double constraint, right? Friday, Saturday being double constraint. I actually gave a little bit of tip on PNC also in this class because that's required. That's required. In most of the selection problems, PNC is involved. In most of scheduling problems, PNC is involved. Selections and scheduling has an involvement of PNC. Selection based problem. How many ways the team can be selected? All right, there will be some bowlers, some batsmen, some fielders, specialists, all rounders, all of this, and they will say that these people are the extra, these people are the specialist bowlers, these guys are the specialist batsmen, these people are specialist fielders. All right, and these people have the two skills, batting as well as fielding. something like that, right? No, so I don't know, the fielding may not be the right word, wicket keeping can be the right word, right? Yeah, okay, any which ways. So now then, how many ways the team can be selected if these many people are there? Nothing but what, hey, a little bit of understanding of PNC, you will definitely get the right number, right? Something, the scheduling, this is the scheduling problem. What I did is the scheduling problem with the cat set. So in the scheduling also, there will be a problem of PNC. If you understand PNC well, the scheduling you will get it right. Something like that. Okay, good guys. If you have done that under case one also, if you have understood my case two, under case one also, there will be 28 cases. Under this side also, there will be 28 cases. You may say that, sir, how 28 cases under this side also? Same drama, right? Same drama. Come to the case two. Already will have the same case here. Saturday, E cannot come. Friday, D cannot come. I'm just explaining the case too. Saturday, E cannot come. Friday, D cannot come. Monday, jokers. Monday and this are jokers. Instead of Wednesday and Thursday being the jokers, Sunday and Monday are the jokers. What you would have done here, you would have gone back to the same list. Listen, you would have gone back to the same list. You will have Saturday here. You will have Friday here. Instead of Wednesday and Thursday, you will have Sunday and Monday. You will have Sunday and Monday, and you will do the same counting, absolutely same counting with the same fellows. You will do the same drama, and you will get the same 28. Therefore, 28 in case 2 and 28 in case 1. 28 plus 28, which becomes 56. That is the required answer, which means this scheduling could have been done in 56 ways with some ifs and buts. We were trying to figure out some answer. Okay, so that's the point there. All that idea was today I taught you a little bit of PNC also. And then we talked about the constraints. If you understand that, what we try to restrict here is, hey, cat, if they are giving a cryptic puzzle, please understand they will never give you something where some arrangement will come. Yeah, one such set can come because they have to engage the audience. Otherwise, they are not looking for the champions through that. If there are champions, they have to answer these kind of questions. They will always come with the ifs and buts, certain limitations, etc. Right? Okay. So there comes, all right, now there comes that brings me to the end of what I had to tell you there. Okay, coming up, so what I'm trying to do tonight, yes, 10 p.m. we will continue the time and work. We will continue the time and work. I think today I'll talk about the alternate days, which means not everybody doing on every day. So we will talk more about that. I think in the first two lectures of time and work, we learned about the efficiency, both positive and negative. Sure, I'll let know. So if you have not done that, if anybody wants to attend time and work tonight at 10 p.m., please go through at least one of the lectures. Technically, the lecture one of time and work you do, that fixes the tone for us. With that, we will be able to handle the lecture 3 on this, some of the important concepts that we are taking from time and work. I'm not doing full time and work, please understand. I'm doing the impactful topics and the approaches, and I'll take some cat examples to illustrate that point. That's been my teaching style for cat 21. Cat 22, yes, I will do full. I will do full because I will have a lot of time, right? I need time also on that. Okay, yeah. So on Wednesday, tomorrow I'm not there, guys. Tuesday I'm not there. Tomorrow I'm not there. Tomorrow I'm not there. No, only this Tuesday I'm not there. Only this Tuesday. Don't think that okay, every Tuesday is not there. Don't try to generalize that. Don't try to generalize that. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm not there. Tomorrow being the last day of the month, 31st of August, I have certain other commitments. Therefore, tomorrow I'm not there on the platform. Otherwise, I will be back on Wednesday. But Wednesday, I'm not there on the YouTube. I'm not there on the YouTube on Wednesday. I will be on the app. I will be on the Unacademy app. Again, the free lectures there. Again, the free special classes, free lectures. One at 12, one at 6, one at 8. Anybody problem with the timings here? 12, 6, 8 is fine. Kind of. Somewhere about that. I guess nobody has a problem with the timing there. So just raise the flag if you have some problem around any of these times. No time, then we will go with this. Right? You can tell your friends also. We can go with this. 12, 6, 8 kind of. Yeah. Vipul, that I will let you know in the night's lecture. That I will let you know in the night's lecture. Yeah. Okay. 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 Hmm. Fair enough. Okay. Why, Keval, you are also taking a break on 1st of September? Something like that? Okay. Any which ways. All right. Yeah. If you have not downloaded the app, you guys are not on the app. If anybody is not on the app, download the app. While downloading the app, if it asks for an educator code, you can always use Belvy 100. While downloading anytime on the Unacademy platform, it asks for it. Yeah. You download that. Yeah. Okay. So here you have two good facilities. One is the lecture notes will be made available. The second time is like second one is you can always raise your hand and you can get your doubts clarified there. That's another option which is quickly available. Even while I'm giving the lecture, you can always raise hand. Yeah, yeah. All right, great. All right, now that brings to the end of it. If you have liked what we are discussing, the content, the style, what we are trying to learn here, then you can always put the like button. You don't have to hesitate. So you only if you like. No, didn't like, doesn't matter, right? Yeah, if you like it, nothing wrong in expressing it. All right, that's my view, right? So like it, do it, and then share it with your friends as well. Let them also take the benefit of it. Let them also watch, and let them also use the benefit of this. And whatever you are trying to do, if there is a code pattern that comes in there, you can use the Bellv 100 and you can use that code. Yes, coming to this, the last one. There is a bugs bounty. If you find any mistakes in the lectures, not only any lecture, or if you are the first one to flag up, if you are the first one to flag up in the description link, or they will say that okay, if there you find any content inappropriate, so you can always flag this off, or and based on what you said, or no, so there will be some price will be distributed. The idea is to correct the platform, so we don't want any inappropriate content to be available there on the platform. So from that perspective, you can always flag, be it in my lecture, be it anybody's lecture, doesn't matter. If anything is inappropriate you felt, or it be it the comments, be it the content, right? Anything is inappropriate, you can always bring it. You can bring it to the notice. All right, yeah. Yes, all right. Coming to the plus. Okay, coming to the plus. Guys, those who are doing it offline also, if you like it, you can always click the like button, right? And you can also put in the comment. Live chat is available now. So if you are not a part of the live chat, so always you can put that comment. I will come back and respond to your comment. Something good, something positive, something encouraging, something negative. It doesn't matter. You can put all kinds of comments there. All right, good. All right, that brings to the close of the lecture. And this is for Ayush. Ayush, are you there? Srinivas, Ayush, you were asking something about the plus. Probably I will speak about it. Okay. Srinivas, Ayush, if you are there, I will take little more time. Otherwise, these are the recent batches which have started. These are some of the recent batches from CAT 22 perspective. There are a couple of batches which recently started, and there is a CAT 21 batch from the practice perspective. Some of the finest educators are taking these particular batches, handling these particular batches. You can take a look, and if it makes sense to you, already you can go for those courses. Yeah. Srinivas, if you are there, I will give a little more understanding. So, but then if you're already left, then I don't have to push up too much of information on this. Are you there? Can you quickly confirm? Those who want to leave, guys, you can leave. So I will see you at 10 p.m. tonight. Bye till then. Stay blessed, stay blessed, stay blessed. God bless you. Okay, I'm signing off. Signing off. If anybody has not watched the video from the beginning, I suggest to go to the beginning and please do it from the beginning. And when you're doing it from the beginning, ensure that if you want more than 4 minutes of reflection time, take it. I'll take more than that and you can do it. All right, fine. So I'm signing off. Bye bye. I will catch you at 10 in the night. Stay blessed.